Welcome back, everybody. If you're new to the channel, my name is T, and if you wouldn't mind, please like and subscribe. So this video, I was going to do it later on down in my to-do list videos for y'all, but earlier a buddy of mine he called me and told me that he was going to quit, or he was quitting Hotshot, and he wanted to sell me some of his equipment. And after we talked, I don't know, we talked about for like 40 minutes, and he still didn't. And let me say, he started hotshotting before the pandemic, like 2 years before the pandemic, and it looked like it was going good for him, 2, 3, 4 trailers, 2, 3, 4, 5 trucks, 2, 3, 4, 5 drivers, and I guess it looked good, And when he started hotshotting, that's when I started looking into it and started researching and bouncing off ideas from off of each other and stuff. But I didn't do my hotshot company until this past year, 2023. And like I said, he didn't start his company until like 2 years, maybe 3 years before the pandemic. And like I said, this video, I was gonna do it later on, but after talking with him, I'm not going to drop names or say who it was, whatever. If you're seeing the video, my bad, buddy. Like, I told you what it was when you told me about it, but hey, whatever. So this video is, what is a hotshot? And this is the one thing that people still don't want to understand. They don't understand what a hotshot is. I'm not an expert, but let me tell you, hotshot originated a long time ago, back in Texas, Oklahoma, mainly Texas and Oklahoma. Hotshot originated back in the oil fields. And again, people still don't understand what a hotshot is. They think it's smooth freight. Freight and certain items or specialized items is completely different. A hotshot, we are a specialty. So back in the day, a hotshot in the oil fields is when you be at a drill site, and everybody that works in the oil fields, they will understand, and they're gonna clap my hands and be like, yes, this guy understands, and he nailed it on the head with a hotshot. Hotshot is not your typical over-the-road truck driver. In the oil fields, a hotshot, you will be at a drill site or a frac site, whatever site you were working at, and let's say a pipe busted, or you were short on pipes. A hotshot either would get into the pickup truck in his trailer and run from the site to the pipe yard, grab a few 2-3 joints of pipe, bring it back within 30-40 minutes, an hour, to continue the job site. Or they would call the pipe yard, be like, hey, we need 2-3 joints of pipe because we're short or we have faulty or whatever. That's what a hotshot driver is. They were, hey, go right away. Express, and that's what it was. That's what hotshot is. That's what it originated from. Originated from the oil field. You can go back and look at it and be like, whenever they were short on something, or they needed another well valve or more hoses or tubes, whatever, they would jump into a truck and go grab it and bring it back right away. That's what a hotshot is. And over time, the term hotshot originated or started getting involved with, I guess, I wouldn't say a civilian or public, but eventually people started getting pickup trucks and flatbeds and started moving regular equipment, and that's what a hotshot is. You're a specialty. You're supposed to move or bring the customer that product from the shipper or wherever it's coming from right away. It's an overnight thing, or that's the mentality of it. Hey, they need it right now. If you want to move freight like a dry van, then go get a job working like for Walmart that moves a lot of freight from the distribution center or the hub going to other Walmarts or Target, whatever. That's what they do. They move cargo all day long, every day. That's why they got work all year round, because they're moving, essential stuff like that, from the hub, a distribution center. As to a Hotshot, you're bringing the customer whatever product that they need overnight, right away, within hours. And people want to say, oh, well, Hotshot's dead, Hotshot sucks, or the rates suck, or it's not worth it. It's the mentality. That's not what Hotshot is. Hotshot is not moving 53 feet of cargo every time. Like, for example, a customer is building a deck, and they call a certain shipper, hey, I need 5 sheets of metal, or whatever, a pallet, or a stack of lumber, or whatever, and I need it today. I need it by the end of business, so I can start on it in the morning. And that's why the rates are so low, because the customer is not going to pay $500 or $1,000 for a stack of 2x4s. May weigh like 400 pounds. That's why the rates are low. No customer is going to pay $1,000. Put it this way: you order something from Amazon or online, and you want it in a day or two. Are you going to pay $400 to get it in a day or two? No, you're not. You're not going to pay $400. Like, it goes the same thing with the customer, but just it's a bigger product, but yet again, it's not worth $1,000 to get it delivered in 2 hours. And that's why a lot of people get the wrong idea of Hotshot CDL or non-CDL. We're a specialty. We don't move freight, cargo like these dry vans. We don't do what Walmart and Target and so on does. We don't. That's not what Hotshot is. We are pretty much a same-day delivery service. And that's the one thing over and over I will say, Hotshot is not moving bulk freight. You're moving maybe a tractor here and there, or AC unit, or 2 AC units to a job site or to a customer, and also Hotshot was set up to be in a smaller, setup, because some of these job sites, if you're really hot-shotting and you're out there and you've been to some of these locations, it's like, yeah, there's some tight spots, some small little job sites to where like you need a 30-footer or something small. That's why they don't bring in big old 40-footer, 53-footer flatbeds, because it's a big setup for a small little area, and that's why, again, a Hotshot is to make it quick and be in and out, in and out, in and out. If you want to move a lot of freight, a lot of cargo, like I said, get into a semi, and start moving these dry vans. But a Hotshot, we are a specialty. We're not going to be moving 3, 4, 5 things at a time. We're taking single units sometimes to different job sites, to different customers around the area. That's the problem with people that don't know what a Hotshot is. Again, if you work in the oil fields, or you work in the oil fields, you know exactly what I'm talking about. At your job sites, when you're short something, who do you call? You call a Hotshot. How long does it take for them to show up? 45 minutes, an hour, depending, right? That's what a Hotshot is. It just so happens that it transitioned to, I guess, everyday life, not just oil fields. And again, like I said, if you never worked in those fields or don't understand what a hotshot is, you can have a hard time out here in the public, civilian side, whatever. Like, these rates suck. And I wouldn't say they suck, but yet again, the customer is not going to pay you $1,000 to deliver something that they already paid for another $500. Or I'm not going to pay $5,000 for an AC unit and then pay an extra $1,000 or $2,000 just for that unit to get delivered. That's not how business works, man. You can say inflation. That's not how business works. If you know how business works, and if you worked in these kind of lines of job or these fields of jobs, whatever, tongue tie, you would understand. Like, you understand how shipping works and handling works. And again, that's why people say, oh, Hotshot sucks, or it's dead, rates suck, or I'm going out of business because the money's not there. The money is not going to be there. You're a specialty. And for you to make money, you have to be moving every day. And yet again, it also comes down to, where are you located? My buddy that I was telling you about that just is quitting Hotshot, guess where he was at? In a place where there was no freight. Let me see, Montana? What is in Montana? Is there any factories in Montana? Any production? What's in Montana? That's why there's no freight in Montana. And then you go a little bit south, Colorado. What's in Colorado? North Dakota, South Dakota. Yeah, you got some, maybe oil fields, some drilling, whatever, but you have your regular basic jobs like Walmart and stuff. So yeah, they're gonna, there's freight like that going up there. But when you want a Hotshot, what are they producing up north? What are they building? What are they making? Think about it. I know I'm gonna get a lot of backlash. I'm about to get a lot of negative feedback, but it's the truth, and you know it's the truth. You come down to the South, you come to Georgia, Tennessee, Kentucky, South Carolina, where they produce stuff, they make stuff, and that has to be moved out. I'm on the low boards. I see the low boards just like y'all, and I don't know what y'all are typing in for equipment and whatever. There's plenty of work down south. Whether you get it or not, it's a different story. I'm on these low boards, and I'll do another video about low boards, what I use, and I'm seeing the same thing y'all seeing. And yeah, the rates can be kind of low, but yet again, what did I just talk about the last 10 minutes? We're a specialty. We're like a same-day service. That's why they paid $300-400, $500 to go 100 miles to move 200 pounds. If you think that it's wasting your time, don't come into this kind of specialty job, because it's a specialty. If you want to make all this money in truck driving, get a regular truck driving job. But when you start talking bad about Hotshot, whatever, you got to understand what this line of business is. You got to understand what this line of business is. You join the military, you go into infantry. What do you think that job is going to be consisted of? Staying outside, camping, ruck marches. What do you think that? That's why I keep saying in my videos, before you get into this line of business or anything, research. And the ones that don't research, they come in here like, oh man, this sucks. I told you research, told you save your money. Like, oh, I ain't making money. What did I tell you? I've been, for this Hotshot for me has been the worst for almost 3 years. 2 to 3 years. And the reason why I'm Hotshotting, because I want to be my own boss. I want to do my own schedule. I want to, do me. I'm not here for the money, because the money can be here. But yet again, I know how to make the money, and I know how how low my expenses need to be for me to break even and make profit. So I didn't just start hotshotting just, hey, let's figure it out as we go. Like, no, I knew what the overhead was. I knew what the cost was. That's why I saved my money and waited till, hey, you know what? I'm ready to go. And again, you know, when you don't do your research and you just jump into something, you're gonna, you know, have negative feelings like, oh man, it's not what they were saying on YouTube or whatever. Like, Hotshot's a specialty, man. I'm sorry, it really is. And they're not gonna pay you a lot of money just to move a pallet or two or this and that. Like, well, I'm going 500 miles. Depending what it is, it's like, I'm not gonna pay you $1,000 to move a pallet. I'm sorry, yeah, it's 500 miles. You better go find another partial. And the ones that are not doing good are probably don't know how to partial. I got buddies that are brokers, and I see the rates. I see what they get, their cuts and all that. And no, they're not stealing money from us. Maybe some are. But I seen the rates. I seen the transaction between the customer and the shipper and so on. Really? They're keeping maybe like $50, $75. But they're doing like 10, 11 transactions per day. So at $50, they're okay, $500 a day. I'm not a broker. You know, I'm not sticking up for no brokers, but I seen it. I seen how these loads get brokered when I was in my civilian job before I came here. I know how it works. I know how it works, man. That's why I'm not upset about these rates or all. I'm making money, man. I'm not gonna brag. I'm not gonna say, hey, you can make $10,000 a month. I'm not gonna fluff it, man. I'm just gonna let you know how it is. You can make money, but yet again, if you're in Montana, okay, what's up there? You come down south, come to Georgia and Alabama, or go on the low boards and type in, you know, Georgia and Alabama, and tell me what you see. It may not be what you want, but for Hotshot, it's pretty decent rates. Again, I'm hotshotting, I'm making money, I'm in the profits, man. I'm in the profits. I can't say Hotshot sucks because I know what a hotshot is, and I know what the rates are, and you know, so. And also, when you start, don't get 2-3 trailers, don't get 2-3 trucks. Just do it for yourself. And then when you're ready to expand, but even then, again, Hotshot is a specialty. And when you want to expand, you can have success, but when you expand, it's gonna be difficult. Again, you know, hey, look up Hotshot and just look at the history, the origin of what a hotshot is, and you'd be like, okay, yeah, we're a overnight delivery, pretty much like UPS and FedEx. That okay, all right, cool. If you want to move bulk and all this, get a regular truck driving job. Go to Walmart. You know, move them dry vans from the hubs and distribution centers, and there you go. You have work every day, because there's hundreds and hundreds of Walmarts and Target. Yeah, you got work every day. The shelves go empty. If you want to move freight and cargo, hey, you know, go, I guess, be a third party driver or owner operator and go pull for Walmart. They got work every day. But when you come into Hotshot, you're a specialty, my friend. You're a specialty. There might be a time where you might get 2-3 loads from the same shipper or the same location, but again, this whole rant was because people still don't understand what a hotshot is. Yeah, I understand this. You know, hey, you're still driving. You still got to be safe. You still got to follow rules and laws. But should they pay you more? Yeah, because you still got to, you know, comply and be safe and everything. But you got to understand what hotshot is, man. You really got to understand. And once you understand, you might consider not coming into Hotshot. And like, yeah, man, I'm sorry, buddy, you upsetting me, man. I thought you knew what Hotshot was, but guess not. But hey, but yeah, everybody, I'm sorry, man. You know, if y'all wanna be upset or say it was controversial, whatever. I'm just being honest with you, man. I grew up in Texas. I worked in the oil fields. I was a hotshot in the oil fields. I knew how it worked. They would call me, hey, I need this well valve, or I need this pipe delivered at this different sites, and there I was in the pickup truck and the gooseneck taking one pipe within an hour. So I've been there, done that. Like I said, I grew up in West Texas in the oil fields all my life, and I can tell you exactly what a hotshot driver is. Except now we're just, I guess, going to other distribution centers now and shippers and Home Depots and stuff, and not just oil fields, you know. But I hope y'all do more research, man, and y'all really understand what a hotshot driver is. If you want to move freight and cargo every day, you know, I guess get a job with Walmart, Target, what, you know, them hubs, whatever, and move cargo for them freight every day, all day long. You'll have work all day. But all right, guys, you know, I hope I didn't upset nobody. Hopefully we're still cool. We're still G to G, man. But I gotta speak the truth, man. A lot of YouTubers, I'm gonna drop names, but a lot of these YouTubers, man, they be on their BS, man, and where they at now? Oh, out of business. But the rates suck. But did you understand what a hotshot driver is? You're not gonna move full loads of cargo like these dry vans. I'm sorry, you're not. Alright, guys, like I said, you know, hopefully this rant wasn't too long and boring, but hey, it's gotta be, somebody's gotta say it. I'm not here for the channel, man. I'm here trying to help y'all understand and what a hotshot is and how to get into it if you really want to get into it, because there's a lot of crap on YouTube, man, that just, you can see they're there for the videos and views and the clickbait, man. But if you ever see me out in public, man, hotshot, and you be like, oh, you're a hotshot driver, I'm like, yeah, I am. If y'all see me in public, man, don't be shy, man. You know, come talk to me. We can bounce ideas, go eat at the Loves or whatever, man. But if y'all see me, man, hey, holler at me, man. You'll see my magnet on the truck. You'll see me, and you'll be like, oh, you are a hotshot driver. Like, yeah. Why wouldn't I be? You know. All right, guys. To the next video.